Virgo, welcome to your reading. This is going to be a Celtic cross with clarifiers whenever you happen upon it. If you're attracted to it or if someone sends it to you, I trust that something in this reading is for you. Let's get into it. Spirit, angels, guides, ancestors of love and light, we thank you for your help with Virgo's reading for whatever they need to know for the highest good. All right, remember energies are fluid, roles can be reversed, so take what resonates, leave the rest, and let's see what's going on. All right, Virgo, you are showing up with the Six of Coins. This is all about balance, fairness, equanimity, equal give and take. Crossed by Page of Cups, feeling hopeful. Heart is open, ready to learn. In your foundation, faith, also known as the Hierophant, in spiritual alignment with your highest consciousness. In the recent past, the Sun, there was a lot, maximum amount of joy and happiness, bliss and success. In your focus, Queen of Swords, she makes a declaration. She says, this is what I require. I have to set my boundaries and my rules, and they will be respected. In the immediate future, the Ace of Cups, a new opportunity to have your love cup filled with joy abound. The energy supporting your reading, Five of Wands. There's conflict, battling, competition, perhaps people coming together to build stuff. We'll see what the clarifiers say about that. The outside influence that you may or may not be aware of. The Star, divine wishes, healing, hope. Nice. In your hopes and fears, the Two of Coins, doing a balancing act, going back and forth about something. And the potential outcome, Judgment. Judgment, answering the call to make a decision from your highest self, leaving the ego behind to make the best judgment, best decision. The overall energy of your reading, Virgo, the Five of Swords. This is winning at all costs. And we'll be clarifying that first. The reason we're here, King of Swords, to make a masterful decision, hence judgment. Perfect match to the Queen over here, setting the boundaries and the rules and the requirements in your focus and making the most masterful decision from logic. All right, very good. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Five of Swords, winning at all costs. Spirit, what does Virgo need to know about this Five of Swords and the overall energy? Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for being here. And we're showing up with Karma. This is the same as Judgment. They just call it Karma in this deck. And winning at all costs to make this decision from a place of non-ego. Judgment is rising above the ego, but the Five of Swords is behaving from ego. It's like, I want to win, I have to win, I don't care what the costs are, I want to win. So maybe this is saying the costs are winning at all costs are at the cost of the best decision that you could possibly make. Seven of Swords. This is deceit from the outside. Five of Swords is deceit from the inside. We're deceiving ourselves when we have the attitude of winning at all costs. 9 times out of 10, it is we're fooling ourselves, you know. The Seven of Swords is somebody who is not you, that is showing up to the situation, the energy here, and he shows up very deceitful. He's not the most honest person around. We don't know what they're doing here, but there's deceit showing up from the outside. And the High Priest It's the same as the card in your foundation here. This is being in spiritual alignment with yourself. That's where we are when we get into that alignment. We can make that decision. We rise above the ego. We rise above the battles. We rise above all the strife in our life and the things that we feel lack about or upset about or whatever it is. Uh, huh. I don't know what this is or who this is. The Seven of Swords. Rise above the deceit, winning at all cost. Maybe somebody's been deceitful to you and you want to get revenge. I want to win. I'm going to beat this person. That kind of thing, whatever it is. If they are coming at you with something that is obviously a lie or stealing from you or just not being honest in some way, shape, or fashion, somehow you're being called to rise above it, to make a decision from your highest and most aligned self, aligned with your eternal spiritual consciousness. Yeah, wow. That's a task and a half, isn't it? And the reason we're here, this is all about communing with others. Communing with others in good times. Bringing people together is what it's about. Bringing people together is the reason we're here. Okay. It doesn't make sense to me, but you probably know what it means. Let's move on and go ahead and clarify card number 1 here, the Six of Coins, how you're showing up. You're showing up balanced, even charitable. You're giving so that everybody has some, and it's fairness. It's everyone on the same page. It's equanimity. Equanimity, balance, fairness, equal give and take. Show us the Six of Coins. What does Virgo need to know about the Six of Coins, please? And there's the King of Pentacles. He is the masterful manager of manifestations. Yes, he is the best at managing money, resources, all the things. Whatever it is, anything that is tangible in the material world, he's the best at it. Okay, and Knight of Pentacles. Wow, lots of pentacles. Pentacles and coins are the same, if you don't know. This is coming to a halt. It's slowing things way, way down here. And the Eight of Cups. Disconnecting, leaving, moving on. Managing the resources, being very good at it, slowing things way down. Things are coming to a halt, and we're moving on. All right? Disconnecting from something that isn't enough for us anymore. It's painful for the one leaving, it's painful for those left behind, but that's what we're doing, and it creates balance, and it creates fairness, and it creates more equanimity in our lives. Yours and theirs. They may not realize it, you may not feel it, but that's what's happening here. It's for balance. Balance in your life to as the master manifester of balance in your life, you slow things down or bring them to a halt and turn your back and say, this is not for me anymore. We had to bring this to a stop. Yeah. Okay, and the reason we're here, Ten of Wands. This is a major burden. This is very, very hard to do. It almost feels like you're carrying all the weight on your shoulders versus anyone else sharing the weight of this with you. You're bearing all the responsibility here of being fair and balanced, of being the master of the manifestations. Yeah, this is really hard. Wow. Okay, let's take a look at the Page of Cups crossing you. This sense of hope, keeping your heart open to learning, and just really a positive attitude is what it's about. Hopeful, positive thinking, positive attitude, ready and willing to learn, and keeping your heart open. Yes, it's wonderful. Page of Cups. What does Virgo need to know about the Page of Cups, please? All right, and we have the Knight of Cups. This is expressing your emotions. And the Queen of Pentacles, self-nurturing, self-care, and perfect match to the King over here. Very nice. Okay, and we have the Knight of Swords, swiftly taking action. And we have the shadow side. This is an unhealthy behavior pattern showing up. Something about this has this tied to it, but you're feeling hopeful about it, even though the shadow energy is here. You're grounding, you're taking action, you're trying to be as supportive as possible, you're expressing your emotions in a positive way, in a hopeful way. Hey, I'm here, I'm supportive, I care, this is why I'm doing this, there's love here, this is fair, this is balanced, this is supportive, this is the action that we're going to take, and we're going to take it quickly. Even in the face of this unhealthy behavior, the shadow side, which is the devil, in other decks is what it's called. It's the same thing. The reason we're here, broken hearts. This has all happened because of sadness that has entered whatever this energy is, this relationship that you're walking away from. Okay. Taking a look at the Queen of Swords. Nope, we're not going there. We're coming down here first. Let's look at faith in the foundation. Why is faith here, and what does Virgo need to know? The Hierophant is a card of marriage. It is also a card of, as we see it over here, it's the same thing, faith in the Hierophant. It's being in spiritual alignment. So we don't know if it's talking about a marriage or being in spiritual alignment, or a little bit of both. Why is faith here, and what does Virgo need to know, please? Knight of Wands, ready to take some action quickly, feeling antsy. Let's go. This is your foundation. This is the influence of why we're here, how we got here in the first place, kind of thing. We took rash action, perhaps. The High Priestess. Did we listen to our intuition? Did our intuition tell us something, or we thought we were listening to our intuition? And we have the Ace of Pentacles, building stability from the ground up. Alright, the High Priestess and Faith, they're a perfect match. They go together well. The High Priestess, or Faith in this circumstance, is always in connection with their highest self. The High Priestess can go in at any time, close their eyes, meditate, and they immediately connect to their highest self. Having faith, it could quite literally mean having faith in taking action, to listen to your intuition, to build stability from the ground up. In other words, almost like believing in yourself is what this looks like. Believing in yourself, taking action to believe in yourself. So this is in your foundation. This is supporting or the reason why. It's like a pattern in your life of how you got to where you are today. So if you're moving on from something that isn't working, trying to be balanced and fair, making decisions from your highest self, in connection with your highest self, taking action to build stability for yourself. It's like having faith in yourself. That's what it looks like. Somewhere along the lines, even if you got yourself in a snag of something you don't want that isn't enough for you anymore, you have the strength and the connection and the wherewithal to realign with yourself and move on. Wow, making those big changes. Yeah, okay. The reason we're here, because we feel stuck and confused and lost, and we're worried. We have thought after thought after thought. A lot of what ifs are going on in your mind right now, and you're not quite sure how you're going to get out of this. Whatever's going on, it's this believing in yourself and moving on has this attached to it somehow. All right, speaking of moving on, let's look at the sun. In the recent past, there was a lot of happiness and joy. What does Virgo need to know, please? Yeah, look at happiness and joy. It was with your family who you homesteaded with. Blessings from above on the homestead. You felt them. Waiting for your ship to come in. Ace of Wands. This is an opportunity to take bold and courageous action to transform here. To transform. Waiting for this. Waiting for the ultimate happiness. Waiting for the ultimate bliss and joy and success to show up in this perhaps marriage 10 of Cups card. It's like you thought it was there, it wasn't really there, so you stayed in it a while, waiting for it to show up. And then when it didn't, you saw an opportunity to do something, to take bold action, to be courageous and transform something, probably to move on. The reason we're here, Two of Swords. Indecision. It was hard. You stayed in it too long. The waiting for the success, the waiting for the bliss, the waiting for the happiness, the waiting for the joy. It never kind of showed up, and so you had to make a decision, and you didn't want to. You didn't want to look at it, and that's probably why you feel you stayed too long. The waiting part, and the Two of Swords. Being hard on yourself there. Judging yourself. Let's take a look at these rules, boundaries, limitations, and requirements that the Queen of Swords is setting in your focus. Queen of Swords, why is it here? What does Virgo need to know, please? Okay, it has to do with your everything. Setting new rules, new requirements around your treasure chest of manifestations in life, everything that you want. You're on a journey. You've left an old way of thinking behind. You've already left. Even if you haven't left physically yet, which I think you have, but if you haven't, you've left energetically and you're on your way someplace else. I think physically you've moved on. I do. I feel that. And we have the King of Swords, same as the underlying energy. In other words, the reason that we're here for the entire baseline is the King of Swords, to make masterful decisions. The best and absolute most logical decisions for yourself. That's where you're going. That's where you're headed. Look at that. Six of Swords to the King of Swords. And perfect match to the Queen. This is wonderful alignment with what's logical for you to get what you want in life. It's amazing energy right there. Queen of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Six of Swords, King of Swords. Beautiful. And the reason we're here, because we want to bring people together. It showed up as the underlying over here. Winning at all costs. Making a decision from our highest self. Despite the Seven of Swords showing up and being like trickster kind of energy. Your goal is still the same, to come together in love and good times and feeling good. Friends, lovers, I don't know. I don't care. It could be any and all of the above when we see the Three of Cups. Communing in good times and love and feeling good. Just feeling good. Okay. Moving on. Ace of Cups. New opportunity for love, for joy in your life. Brand new opportunity. Should you choose to nurture it, it is in your immediate future. Ace of Cups. What does Virgo need to know, please? Ace of Cups. Why is it here? Alright, these hit the table first, followed by that. So we'll go this way. The Magician. You have all the tools you need to manifest this. Two of Wands. You are taking your time, contemplating the future long term. You're not rushing to this. No, you're not. And the Seven of Wands. Yes, keeping all the unwanted energy out. You are recognizing things coming at you. The naysayers, the trickster energies, whatever it is, you're like, you're not allowed in. You stay away from my future joy opportunity here. I'm not letting you in. And that includes Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, worry, doubts, fears, all that kind of stuff. Keeping it all at bay. Not allowed in. Why? for your personal satisfaction and happiness, wish fulfillment. Wish fulfillment for love and joy to overflow in your life. That's why. That's why we're manifesting this new opportunity. Thinking long term, keeping all the unwanted energies. We recognize them and we say, nope, no more. All right, excellent. Moving on. This is a little confusing, this Five of Wands here. When I first saw it, I felt a little like, why is that here? I don't understand it, and I still feel the same way. What can Virgo know about this Five of Wands, please? This card of conflict in the energy supporting this reading. There's conflict, arguing, battling. Something's going on here. And there's the Eight of Swords. There's that confusion energy we want to keep at bay, I just mentioned, but it's here. It's making you feel stuck, whatever this conflict is, and this arguing and this battle you've got going on here. Followed by the King of Cups. Now that's some masterful energy that is remaining very emotionally balanced, calm, cool, and collected in the way that you respond. You don't react to the turbulence and the fighting that's going on. You're not reactive, you are responsive, because that's how the king is. He's masterful in how he handles all the chaos. And that's chaos, the Five of Wands. It causes confusion, you're showing me here, making you feel like you don't know what to do. But let me tell you something. Showing up with the King of Cups energy, that is strong. That is really, really nice. Oh, and we have, how did that happen? In reverse. Well, it happens because Spirit moves the cards. That's how it happens. So it's the King of Wands, and in the upright, he's very confident and determined in his actions. Upside down, I believe he's the one causing the arguments and the chaos and the fighting. It's not the King of Cups. King of Cups doesn't act like that. So this is here. It's this supportive energy of the reading, meaning you're doing all this stuff to move on and be fair and balanced and set new boundaries and moving on for yourself because it's the best thing moving forward. But this person, I believe, is this person. This King of Wands, I think these guys are the same, and because he's in reverse, they're exactly the same person. It's the trickster energy. It's the one causing this strife. But you're showing up with the King of Cups. Very balanced, very level-headed. In other words, you're answering the call. You're not succumbing to this. You're rising above this to make your decisions. And that's why you're showing up so balanced over here. Wow, it's very impressive. Very strong energy. The reason we're here, Five of Cups. We're mourning our losses. We're grieving our losses here. I believe it's this person. I mean, we're all grieving, right? When something ends and it didn't work out how we wanted it to originally. But the Five of Cups, I feel like it's strongly why the King of Wands, trickster energy, is battling and causing arguments and strife and conflict in whatever this situation is of you trying to move on. It's like they're fighting you on it. And in fact, you're both feeling this. Both kings are feeling this, but you are responding in balance and they're responding in chaos. It's funny how the exact same energy and people can handle it completely differently, which only solidifies the fact that you needed to move on. It wasn't right for you. How you guys handle things is completely different. It's not fair. It's not balanced. You are, but they're out of balance completely. It doesn't mean that they'll always be that way. They can work on it. They can get to their higher polarity self, as we all can. We have free will when we come here. I'm just seeing how they're showing up here in this particular situation of you getting yourself right, you having faith in yourself that it's time to build your own stability and move on. That's what we got. All right, moving on. The Star. This is the energy that is outside influence, supporting your reading. You have the support of the divine, support of the healing stars above, the astrology, the cosmos. And again, it's extremely healing, pouring all kinds of healing on you. Very supportive of your situation, and it speaks to your dreams, your wishes, your desires on a massive level, on a big scale. All right, let's see. Why is it here, Virgo? What does Virgo need to know about the star in the outside energy supporting this reading? The Lovers. Let's see what else comes out. Four of Swords. On connections that are tied up to your heart forever. You're taking a time out to get your thoughts straight. The Moon. There's more to be revealed here. We're not allowed to see it. We're not allowed to know what it is at this point. Could be secrets, buried emotions, just things that are yet to be revealed, perhaps about future lovers. But right now you're taking a time out from that kind of attachment, and you're being supported from the outside to do that, to take a time out from that kind of attachment. There's more to come, and we don't know what it is. It's yet to be revealed. Sometimes we're not supposed to know stuff, you know? The reason we're here, Five of Cups, same energy. It's funny how you saw me do all that shuffling. It's back for a reason. Perhaps we're on the timeout from these sort of connections that stay on our hearts forever, because we're still in this energy, and that's not the energy you want to attract the next relationship in. It's not the energy you want to jump into another relationship in, because you're still grieving, you're still looking at your losses, you're still recovering, feeling down and depressed about what happened. It's the grieving process. We have to give ourselves time to do it. So this is saying the universe is pouring healing. You see these rainbows on the card? These jugs, these vessels of rainbow, that's healing. That's healing energy from the divine being poured onto you as you take this time away from trying to connect in that way. Good, because if we heal this, then you'll attract something better, much, much better. Okay, excellent. Maybe I love this lineup for you. It's really nice that the universe has got your back like that. Nice, real nice. Taking a look at the hopes and fears. Here you are juggling, trying to keep the stability afloat. It's a little hard, but you know what? You're doing a good job. Going back and forth, balancing. All right, in the hopes and fears, why is the Two of Coins here? What does Virgo need to know, please? For your own personal happiness, that's what you're working at. Keeping the balance. Temperance, as you heal and balance. Balance, balance. Two balance cards. Two of Coins and Temperance. The Angel of Temperance. This is, things need to be done in moderation. You can't do it all at once, unfortunately. We want to heal. We want to have what we want yesterday. But this is saying, have patience. These things take time. Ten of Swords, because you're balancing painful endings still. You're balancing healing with painful endings. And they're extreme opposites, and for your own personal happiness, it's going to take time. It's going to take time. And you'll go back and forth between the feelings that we associate with painful endings, like the grieving we just saw below, underlying the situation of why you guys are handling things, or how you're responding, I should say, because the King of Cups responds, the King of Wands reacts, especially when he's upside down. But over here, all this healing being poured on you as you are supported to take a time out from having those kinds of connections right now, because you're still going back and forth between the grieving of the painful ending and the balancing you need to do. Why? For your own satisfaction and personal happiness and joy moving forward. Wish fulfillment moving forward. Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. The reason we're here, Five of Swords. Now we're drawn to look back at the overall energy of the reading, the Five of Swords. Winning at all costs. Good. Good. Because that is winning when we're for our personal happiness and joy to heal and to balance. Good. You have to lick this issue. You have to heal from your wounds in order to move forward into something that's really wonderful and healthy for you. That's more than 8 cups. It's those 10 cups that we want. Right here, 10 cups and sun. 10 cups and the sun. The ultimate happiness and joy in union with others and for yourself. Winning at all costs. I support it. Okay, Judgment. The final card, the repeating card of karma over here in the clarification on that Five of Swords. Judgment. Making a decision from our highest selves, rising above our egos, our confusion, the strife that others cause, the trickster energy that pisses us off and deceives us, rising above it all to make the best decisions. What does Virgo need to know about judgment in the potential outcome? You're making the initial investment in this to answer the call. There's the Star card again. Look at that. About your divine wishes that you're being supported on from the cosmos, from the divine, from the universe, the healing, making the decision. Yes. And for clarity and truth and cutting out all the BS and taking the actions. You're answering the call here. You're doing it. This isn't even a question. You're making the investment for these divine wishes and almost like fate, you know? But you still have to show up and play the part, and you are here by making the investment, and you have the opportunity to gain all the clarity you need to cut out all the BS in your life with regard to how this situation is still here and that you're dealing with all this chaos and deceit. But it's like you've left already. You've already walked away. You've already moved on from the Eight of Cups to the Six of Swords up there. So you're still in the middle of dealing with it somehow, though, even though you've physically left. And in your mind, you've been gone. But you are sure balanced over here with this King of Cups energy. It's really impressive. King of Swords, King of Cups. Really, really nice. Really, really amazing energies. Oh, and the reason we're here, look at that. The Empress, yes. The Empress is the balance of all 4 queens. She is empowered right here. Empowered to do what? To make decisions, to answer the call from her highest self. This is in complete balance in the material world. Rising up to answer the call. That's so good, guys. You're doing some really hard work, but man, your disposition is like so solid. Great energy. It's beautiful, very attractive, very creative, very nurturing, very healing, very grounded, very stable, and it couldn't be any better. It really could not. Let's pull an oracle card from Dark Light Oracle by Carol Ann Eskenazi. I love that name, Eskenazi. All right. Spirit, what special message do you have for our Virgo friends from the Dark Light Oracle, please? Whatever Virgos are going through this, what message do you have for them? Okay, Summer. Card number 12. It says the highest height, and it'll have a paragraph for me to read, but here's where the message is, so stick around. It's right here. The summer sun is high in the sky, warming every place and every heart. It sure is, right? It's hot as hell this year. You're about to experiment a zenith, an apogee. Now I have to go look up those words. Sorry, guys. You have an infinite power that radiates out of you, lighting up those around you. Use this vital force. Know that nothing is impossible for you at this precise moment. You can make any dream come true. This card connects you directly to the sun as its energy. This is not a privilege that occurs often, so enjoy your luck, fill yourself with this divine fuel, and work tirelessly to make your dreams become a reality with inner faith that you will succeed. Yes, faith, sun succeed, and just doing it with that Five of Swords, that winning attitude. There's an affirmation they'd like to share with you in case you would like to have it for yourself. It says, I enjoy everything I've created so far, and I am ready to shine like the summer sun. I am ready to build a golden empire. There you go. Well, that's the message that Spirit has for you, Virgo. I hope it helps, seeing everything from a bird's eye perspective. If anything, to know that you are validated and supported big time with the double stars here, and the sun is the biggest star in our solar system. I mean, you've got all the stars aligned for you. You're in alignment with your highest self, and you are in some amazing energy, even though you're dealing with some chaotic and deceitful energy still. You've moved on. You're not at your final destination yet with that Six of Swords, but you're well on your way, and you're doing a great job keeping the balance, being fair, keeping your heart open, and you've got many, many blessings on your horizon to look forward to. It's awesome. All right, guys, please like, share, subscribe, help support the channel, help get it off the ground. It really helps when you add a comment or any kind of interaction with the channel. Share it with a friend. Watch your friends' signs, your loved ones' signs, your family's signs. Tell them about it. Anything that you could do is much appreciated. And I look forward to reading for you next time. Take care, guys.